And happy Sabbath, everybody. Welcome. What is going on? Got a bunch of people. Howdy, Margaret. Howdy, Lynn. Howdy, Country Dad. Howdy, JT. We are rocking it. Oh, my mute didn't stick. Guess that's better than, well, never mind. I'm not even going there. Yep. Yeah, not that type of marching on. Marching on like it's March. On that calendar. That's some crazy stuff. I'm not staying on too long today. This gray hair is like something wrong with it. When I stay up late, it throws me off for a couple of days. And so I stayed up late Thursday. We were doing a discussion on Through the Black, and it wipes me out, man. And I didn't even have coffee, man. It just wipes you out. James, howdy. I just replied to your message too. Let's see, what order is everybody? Here we go. Howdy, Ashley. Where is Mr. Colby? Yeah, James. So, anyways, that message has your email, or my email, not your email. Dun, dun, dun. Howdy, Landon. You know, dude, that you're not getting out of it. You're not getting out of it. You can change your name all you want. You're not getting out of it. Yep. So as soon as you tell me you get that email address, I'll delete that message. That. So, how was everybody's week? My week was a week of extra work and learning because I messed stuff up. Look at that. And GR decided to show up too. Hello, GR. Yep, I definitely need this day of rest though. So that we had a massive windstorm that brought snow in, which is rare for the desert. In that, but late, what night was that? Wednesday night? Yeah, late Wednesday night, the wind blew a panel of fence over, snapped off the wood at the bottom. And then, so we had to go out into the wind and get that refixed. Thankfully, I had the proper sized steel to get that fixed in the dark in wind, and I had help. So that was awesome. And a double yoker. And then when I got up the next morning, a friend of ours had texted me with a photo of a downed tree that fell out of their yard and was blocking the street. So I went over there, and what a deceptive photograph. It looked like a tiny, scrawny little tree, and it wasn't. It was wasn't huge, but it was pretty big. It was blocking half their street. So I got over there and started snipping and cutting on that. And then it started snowing again. Very rare for it to stick in such a manner. Usually it just snows and melts as soon as it touches anything. But that's fine. Yep, good. That's excellent. I am excited to see your claymation project. Oh, yeah. You got to be careful with that. You really do. Chainsaws, they're barely operable by humans. Giving them to goats is probably a bad scene. What kind of goats are they? Just curious. How do you know it's the chainsaw? Meh, meh. No? Okay. I need to stop while I'm ahead. Yeah, man, claymation, that is. It's a lot of work. So the Gumby was pretty bad. Then what was that? The Christian one? Davy and Goliath. And then did you ever see the video game? Clay Fighters? I think it was called Clay Fighters. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you all talking about double yolkers. There's a restaurant in Tucson called the Hungry Fox that all their eggs are double yolk. That's like their claim to fame. We serve nothing but double yolk eggs. Why, howdy, Brenda. Fancy meeting you here. That it was supposedly gusting. The wind was supposedly gusting up to 60 with like sustained 30 and 40 miles an hour. So the claim was that I had jury rigged the front fence panel, cut the posts off at the concrete support, and then stuck in wooden posts that were cut off so that we could lift that panel off when we need to drive into the yard. Well, over the years, those got a little mushy. And so it was pretty easy for that to get knocked down. No, not that's a TV show, isn't it? There was a video game, Clay Fighters. I think it was called Clay Fighters. And now the computer's not cooperating. Yeah. Yep. This stuff. Oops. Forget. How do you share the screen? Okay. There we go. Do that and this and that. All right. So it was basically set up like Street Fighter, but it was very jerky movements, just like Gumby. They were really strange. And there was had these different characters. There was this guy, this Elvis guy. He's the only one I really remember. But his special move is he would go, like that with his hair and throw these music notes out. And whack their opponent. Yeah, that we call that summer. Convection oven weather. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I bet the goats like that. Yep. That's that. Anyways. And then, after getting up and doing tree work early, yeah, we were talking about them. Davy and Goliath. I got wiped out staying up till like midnight-ish my time, which is way past my bedtime. You young whippersnappers! You know, when we drove cross country the last time and drove through Oklahoma lengthwise, well, through the pan part lengthwise, I became convinced that they would need to rename Oklahoma the dead animals on the side of the road state. I've never seen that many dead deer, raccoons, skunks, turtles, armadillos. That was just, I can't believe how many there were. All right. Hey, Tony. What are you doing? You come into the coffee house and you want to mess stuff up? I'll tell you what we're going to do. Okay, I know you're not that type of Tony. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I could not. Yeah, Roadkill Cafe. No, they paled in comparison. That was after, remember that tornado that went through, was it 2011 or 2013? I think it was 2013. So that means it's probably 2012. That we drove through after that storm and in front of the next tornado wielding storm fronts. And everywhere we went, all through Oklahoma, there was the red earth all torn up where you could see the tornado paths winding. Possums. Has anybody ever had a pet possum? Yep, I saw that bourbon fungus was being quite detrimental. Entire towns covered in whiskey fungus. That. All right. So, again, when are we starting reading? Come on, who's with me? Starting reading on the 18th. Men, step up. And we'll be doing 2 chapters per reading. 2 chapters per reading, so we can have more discussion. If you've watched the Word with us from the beginning, you'll have a much better grasp of what we're going to be talking about. And we'll be able to bring up more stuff too. Someone's possessed by Scooby-Doo or Astro. Astro was the prototype for Scooby-Doo. Okay, what means something different in New Orleans? Bourbon fungus or turkeys? Or rut row? You know, that's not what I asked. I said, did anybody ever have a pet possum? You worry me, GR, with this. Hey, what kind of pets do you have? I never ate a horse. What? Come on. You're representing. Well, I guess you're representing Oklahoma now. Is it Oklahoma or Kansas? I was going to dump Arkansas on you, but you left. Oh, no. Kansas. Carry on my wayward son. Okay. Odessa. Old cat food. That cat taco. Negative. Odessa the goat or possum? What do we? What kind of pets have you had? I've never eaten kangaroo. Okay. Yeah, so does West Texas. Western Texas. You have to say Western Texas because there's actually a town called West Texas. It's in the middle of the state. Boy, we've been driving all day. We must be in West Texas. Let's name the town West Texas. That occasionally, very occasionally, the little Mexican fast food restaurants here, you'll go in and order a beef burrito, and the meat will be all rubbery, stringy, and sweet. I said I ordered a beef burrito, not a horse burrito. No, it isn't. It is not too much to ask for a pet puma. That they post the elevation of the speed bumps. Welcome to Speed Bump. Welcome to Speed Bump, Oklahoma. Bump. Yeah, that was an interesting drive, though. Yes, it looks like Unitas, but it's actually pronounced Boynton, Louisiana, right? I know how you Southerners do with your pronunciations. Arizona has Baghdad, Arizona. My friend married an Eastern European woman, and they were driving to Las Vegas. She saw the sign to Baghdad during the second Gulf War. She said, "We're close to Baghdad?" He says, "Yep, but I think we'll be okay. They're not going to bomb Las Vegas." I don't know if she figured it out. Hopefully she did. It's been 20 years. There's country fun. Wait, what is she saying is tasty? Yep. That's the truth right there, brother. All we can do is keep working. Oh, possums. Okay. Possums do eat ticks. I saw that they said, what was it? Possum can eat up to 5,000 ticks. That's a lot of ticks. That's a lot of ticks, 5,000 ticks. I've seen a couple of houses infested with ticks. It's disturbing. It is rather disturbing. So, all right. Everybody, I'm getting off. Have a beautiful Sabbath. Rest well. Just rest. Force yourself to rest. No, don't do that. That's work. Yes. Oops, not that one. This one. Yeah, it's when they put the different taped line markers down. You have a couple of different ones. You have to be going the proper speed for it to sound like the right song. The only thing is when we were kids, remember you used to take the record player and turn it up to 78 and then listen to the music. Haha, it's like the chipmunks singing. That I can see people doing that with the roads. You know, if I speed up to 100 miles an hour, it'll really sound funny. So, anyways, don't do that, right? Especially if you got snow on the ground. I don't know what it is. It's something, it's almost inbred that people have to drive faster and stupider when it starts snowing and making ice everywhere. Okay, everybody, get some rest. I love you all. We'll talk soon. We'll start reading on the 18th. Until then, spend every day in the Word. Get reading. Love you all.